Hello dear student, how are you? I hope you are all will be fine. I am also fine, thank you. Welcome to our channel, that is AZ Science Group. Today is lecture number 11 of Boron Family, and today lecture we will be discuss Boron Family, that is group 13th or group 3rd A. In last previous lecture I already explained you the general characteristic, general properties of boron, as well as the physical and chemical property of boron, as well as I explained you the uses of boron. But now in today's lecture we will be discuss the compounds of boron. There are different compounds, so let's start the topic. Are you ready? Okay, there are different, and from today's lecture we will be discuss in all coming lectures of boron. From we will be discuss the compounds of boron. Compounds of boron. Yeah, here is many compounds. Boron can be found many compounds. Boron can be, there is synthetically synthesized many compounds. That is like one compound is also called boron trioxide. Also called, it is also called the anhydride of boron. Also called anhydride of boron. Formula is B2O3. Anhydride of boron. Boron anhydride. Similarly, another compound is like Borax. Borax is also the compound of boron. And similarly, the formula of Borax, here is water also involved. The formula is sodium, for example, sodium tetraborate. And another compound is like orthoboric acid. That is also called boric acid. Orthoboric acid. The formula is, orthoboric acid formula is H3BO3. Similarly, the halides of boron. For example, BH3, BF3, BCl3. These are the halides of boron. Similarly, hydrides of boron, also called borane. Hydrides of boron, also called borane. For example, B2H6. These are one of the borane, diborane, also called diborane. So similarly, and so on. These are the compounds of boron. So in today's lecture we will be concentrated on only boron trioxide, all the characteristic, all the property. This is physical property, chemical property of boron trioxide. We will be discuss all these property, as well as we will be discuss the uses of boron. Okay, so now let's start the topic. So now start from boron trioxide. Boron trioxide, also called boron anhydride. Boron anhydride, because its formula is similar to the anhydrides, like the B2O3. The formula of B2O3 is that is B double bond oxygen with single bond, O single bond, B double bond oxygen. This is the similarly formula of anhydrides. So that's why it is also called the boron anhydrides. Okay, let's come to the points. Let's explain boron trioxide or boron anhydride. It is also called sequioxide. Sequioxide, it is the sequence of an oxides containing 3 atoms of oxygen. Sequioxide, you can be defined sequioxide is like in that way, that a sequence of an oxide containing 3 oxygen atoms that are bonded with the 2 atoms of boron, that are bonded with another 2 elements, another 2 same elements that are maybe either boron or something. But here is similarly 2 elements of boron, 2 atoms of boron, and when you can define the sequence that and this is that a sequence of an oxide containing, that is oxide containing 3 atoms of oxygen with the 2 atoms of another element. So here is 3 atoms of oxygen and 2 atoms of another element, that is the B2 boron. So that's why it is called sequioxide. It follows the sequioxide definition. It is also called the anhydride of orthoboric. Anhydride of orthoboric, also called anhydride of orthoboric. sorry for the poor quality. Orthoboric acid, because H3BO3, that is orthoboric acid, from this orthoboric acid, the boron trioxide or boron anhydride can be formed from orthoboric acid. So that's why it is also called anhydride of orthoboric acid. Okay. It is prepared by burning boron in oxygen. It can be prepared by burning boron, can be prepared by burning boron in oxygen, means in atmospheric oxygen. It will be produce the boron anhydride. When 4 boron react with heated with burn with 3 molecules of oxygen, it produce 2 compounds of B2O3, that is boron trioxides. I think this point will be clear now. Or it can be also produced by to heating orthoboric acid. It can also be produced boric trioxide by heating orthoboric acid. Means boron trioxide or boron anhydride can be prepared by heating orthoboric acid. For example, that is the formula of orthoboric acid, 2H3BO3. When they are strongly heated, it will produce B2O3 plus 3H2O, means dehydration process will be occur. Is it clear? Yeah, these are the preparation of boron trioxides. These are the preparation of boron trioxides that I explained you. Preparation of boron trioxide, or you can say that B2O3. Boron trioxide can be prepared by these ways. Also, the some property that is boron trioxide is also called sequioxide. Sequioxide means those compound that, or you can say that a sequence of an oxide containing 3 oxygen atoms, while that are bonded with 2 another atoms of another elements, like then there B2O3, that is also called sequioxide, while Al2O3, that is also called sequioxide, because oxygen 3 oxygen molecule 3 oxygen atom, while another 2 atoms are bonded with each other. Similarly, La2O3, B2O3, these all are etc. These all are the sequioxides. So that's why boron trioxide is also called sequioxide. And it is also called anhydride of orthoboric acid, because from orthoboric acid the boron trioxide can be prepared. Boron anhydride can be prepared. I think this point will be cleared. Okay, go to the next points. So now let's come to this point. Now I've discuss properties of boron trioxide. So now let's start the general property of boron trioxide. Number first, it is white in color, whitish in color, white hygroscopic solids. These are also white hygroscopic solids. Hygroscopic solids. These are white hygroscopic solids. What is meant by hygroscopic? Hygroscopic means it is the tendency of a solid substance to absorb moisture from the surrounding. It's called hygroscopic. To absorb moisture from the surrounding. So it is called the hygroscopic solids. So boron trioxides, these are the compounds that are hygroscopic in nature. Hygroscopic solids means they can be absorb water, they can be absorb moisture water from the atmosphere. These are the properties of the boron trioxide. The another property is it absorb moisture becoming, when they are absorb moisture, then they can be converted into, when they absorb moisture, that is boron trioxide, when they absorb moisture, they can be converted into 2HbO2, that is called metaboric acid. So it can be converted into metaboric acids when they are absorb water, when when they absorb moisture from the atmosphere, from the surrounding, they can be changed into, their nature will be changed into, they will be not remain boron trioxide, but their nature will be changed into and produce synthesized metaboric acids. Again, when metaboric acid treat with, again when this metaboric acids, that is HbO2, when this again absorb another moisture, another water, when they again absorb water, it will be converted into H3BO3, that is also called orthoboric acid. That is the second point, third point, orthoboric acids. So that's why to the back of this process, from orthoboric acid boron trioxide can be prepared. That's why boron trioxide is also called the anhydride of orthoboric acid. I hope this point will be clear. So now I'm going to clean the board to proceed the topic. You can take screenshot or you can rewind the video. Okay, thank you. By nature, these are boron trioxide. By nature, these are acidic oxides. These are acidic oxides. It can be combined with metal oxide, can be combined with metal oxides when they fuse and form metaborates. It will be, can be combined with metal oxide and will be produce a metaborate. Can be combined with metal oxides and produce or form metaborate. For example, CuO, it can be P2O3, it will be produce CuBO. C, marker is not properly working, I am changing the marker. They will be produce CuBO2, BO2, it will be produce this, and this reaction is also one term used called, here is also one term used, Borax Bead test. Borax bead test. What this means, Borax bead test? It is the test, it is the simple laboratory test for a certain metals, like that is for here I use this for copper. It can be used for certain metal and salts, copper oxide or salt. The end of a small amount of salt, the reaction is when a small amount of salts, are mixed with boric acids, when they are mixed with boric acids and a molten beads formed, this is called beads. This is called molten bead will be formed. In the end of the place of platinum wire, certain metals can be identified by the color of the beads. So when you are using to identify different metals in different salts in different compounds, you can be use this techniques, because each metal, different metals show different colors. That's why you can use this test for identifying different metals in salts. So that's why this is called Borax bead test, because in this compounds, in this test, beads will be produced. So that's why it's called Borax bead test. And the color that are produced, that will be due to the oxidizing and reducing parts. It will be the result of the oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction will be occur in the compounds. So that's why the final product will be uh, bead beads. Here in this reaction, in this stress, copper will be show blue color, like here that will be the bead will be show blue color, while in case of iron, iron will be show green color, while in case of nickel, nickel will be show brown color. There are some other elements, some other metals that can also show the blue color or green color or brown color that are similar, but this is also the another it is very large, very broad topic, sir. But I'm not now I'm not going to inside this topic, sir, but I'm just clarify you that what are borax bead tests, sir. I hope it will be cleared now. Let's show some let's do some example on borax bead test, sir. For example, in case of a copper sulfate, that is uh, these salts can be produced from the copper sulfates. When the copper sulfates, this is a copper sulfate because here is CuSO4 because 4 oxygen also for copper sulfate. From copper sulfate, when they are at these are the salts. This is the salts. This is one salt. When copper sulfate added with the boron trioxide or boric anhydrides, it will be produced blue bead. It will be produced blue bead of CuO2O3. That will be in nature. This color will be blue bead. It will be blue bead. Plus sulfur trioxide will be also produced. And this formula can be in short. You can write this formula to this way, that CuBO2. In short, you can write this formula like this. So these are the beads, and this color this color will be tell us about that the presence of copper metal in this salt. Similarly, for another element, that is for chromium, when chromium Cr2O3.3SO3, when they are react with boric anhydrides, it will also produce Cr2O3.3B2O3. It will produce Cr2O3.3B2O3, means this sulfur trioxide will be replaced by B2O3. These are the 3 molecules of sulfur trioxide that will be completely replaced through this compound, through boric anhydrides. While the sulfur trioxide, it will be evolved, it will be emitted. So this is beads. This bead will have green bead color. So that's why it means that green color of this bead, it identify, it show, it tell us about the presence of chromium metal in this salt. I hope this point will be clear now. These are the general characteristic, general properties of the boric anhydrides. Also, go to the next properties. It can be reduced by the next property of boron trioxide. Boron trioxide can be B2O3 can be reduced by magnesium. Magnesium can be reduced by magnesium. All the other compounds that are belong from the group 13th, it will be, when they are combined with any other metal, they will be produce Li. But boron cannot form Li when they are combined with the another atoms. When another metal, the magnesium is metal, they cannot be produce Li. But it will here this magnesium will be reduced B2O3. Like for example, that is B2O3. It will be reduced by, when we use magnesium, when they are heated, it will produce purely boron, that is 2B plus 3 MgO. After the removing of MgO, the purely boron will be produced. Yeah, boron can be also, you can say that the preparation of boron can be prepared through this way, by adding the strong reducing agent to boron trioxide or to boron anhydride. It will be reduced boron trioxides, and then boron will be produced. Also, when treated with strongly acidic oxides, when treated with strongly acidic oxide, strongly acidic oxide, it behave as a base, it will be act as a base, it behaves as a base. For example, in case of when 2b2o3, when b2o3 2b2o3, when they are added with p4o10, it will be produced 4bpo4, 4 the 16, so that's why 16 oxygen, here is this is 10 oxygen, and this is 3 to the 6, okay, total 16 oxygen on left side, there is on the right side, so equation are balanced. So they will be treated, it will be act as a base, and when they are reacted with strongly acidic oxides, these are the strongly acidic oxides of P4 or 10, they are strongly acidic oxides. So here in this solution, in this case, the boron trioxide will be act as a base, it will be donate lone pair, you can say that it can be donate lone pair according to Lewis concept to this P, so that's why it will be act as a base, behave as a base, and produce this compound. These all are the general properties, physical and chemical properties of boron trioxide. I hope it will be clear. Still, if you have any confusion, if you have any question, you can ask me in comment section, as well as you can also ask me in my personal WhatsApp. I'll give it that I put in description box, you can get from there. Okay, thank you. Now I'm cleaning the board to proceed the topic. You can take screenshot or you can rewind the video. Okay, thank you. So okay, go to the next point, sir, that is uses of boron trioxides or boron anhydride. Uses of boron anhydride. Are you ready? Okay. Number first, boron trioxide can be used in glass industry. Can be used in glass industry. Because boron trioxide in glass industry, boron trioxide, it is used for best glass composition because it have very low coefficient of thermal expansion. In glass industry, the composition, the boron trioxide, the composition of boron trioxide is silicon oxide and small amount of AlO2. When they are a small amount of AlO2 are present, sir, Al2O3 are present, sir, it will be produced those compounds that have very lower coefficients, sir. In small amounts of Al2O3 are added to the B2O3, it will be produced those kinds of glass that have very lower coefficients of thermal expansion. Very lower coefficient of thermal expansion. Lower coefficient of thermal expansion means it describes lower coefficient of thermal expansion means how the size of an object changes with the change in temperature. Means higher the coefficient of, means lower the coefficient of thermal expansion. It means that with a high temperature, with very high temperature, with changing with very high temperature, the change in the glass composition, the change will be very other, very less change will be produced here. The temperature will be remain same, almost like in you may know that Burj-e-Khalifa that are located in the Abu Dhabi, near to Saudi Arabia. So Burj-e-Khalifa, that is the longest minar in the world, tallest minar in the world, tallest building in the world. That is almost about more than 800 meter at its height, sir. More than 800 meter. It has enough height that at this height, sir, the temperature is very high. It means it will be impossible to live in the upper portion of the building that are located in this portion, the portion that are located in 800 meters. So the life will be impossible here. But in this building, they use the glasses that are made up of boron trioxide, that are made up of that have very lower coefficient of thermal expansion, mean at very high temperature the change in internal change in temperature it will be very lower, means the change in internal temperature will be remain same due to this glass it will be reduced, the temperature the internal temperature will be constant. So that is the advantage of the boron trioxide. This is very great use in the world of boron trioxide that are used in glass industry. The coefficient of thermal expansion is appreciably lower in certain borosilicate ions, borosilicate glasses. And also in Burj-e-Khalifa these glasses are used, the borosilicate. Borosilicate glasses are used in Burj-e-Khalifa because it have very lower thermal coefficient of thermal expansion. In borosilicate glasses, boron are occupied by small sites that are present in the silicon. That are present, sir, those sites that are present that are vacant due to the silicon, like some this is this one silicon, this is another silicon, this is another silicon, this is another silicon, silicon. This is, let's suppose this is one glass. Here is one silicon absent, so here is one silicon absent. Here is one silicon, but when the empty space is here is boron used. Here is boron used. So these are the compounds, these are the types of glasses. Let's suppose this is one glass, the black dotted are the silicon while the green dotted are the boron. So in this case, in this glass, that is called borosilicate glasses that have very low coefficient of thermal expansion that are used in Burj-e-Khalifa to remain the temperature inside the room, inside the building in the Burj-e-Khalifa. I hope my points will be clear. Also, there are another types of glasses used called chemics or pyrex. Chemics or pyrex. These are the two kinds of glasses that show resistance. That show resistance to any of the range of heat or chemicals. Like I already explained, as I told you that in Burj-e-Khalifa case, it reduces the heats or any range of heats or any chemicals. Like these are present in the borosilicates, as I told you that borosilicate is in the glasses of Burj-e-Khalifa. So that's why this is the main reason that reduce due to the chemics or pyrex, the glasses, the temperature, high temperature will be reduced, the internal temperature in the building will be remain safe. The coefficient of the pyrex or chemics, the coefficient of nuclear expansion or thermal expansion, it is less than about one third. It is about one third of the ordinary soda lime glass. It is ordinary glass. Ordinary glasses. It will be one third. The lower the coefficient of thermal expansion of the normal glasses, it will be 3 times greater than the chemics or pyrex glasses, and that are borosilicate glasses. Because borosilicate glasses do not expand much when heated. As much when heated, you add any amount of heat, any amount of temperature, the borosilicate will be remain same, the internal temperature will be remain same, the borosilicate will be not expand, while the common glasses, that is soda lime glass, that will be changed, that will be expand with the little amount of temperature. That will be survive rapid heating and cooling. These all are about, so these are the biggest uses of boron trioxides, or you can say that the boron anhydrides. Boron anhydrides. I think this point will be clear. So if you have any confusion, if you have any question, you can ask me in comment section, as well as you can ask me in my personal WhatsApp or Gmail that I put in the description box. You can get from there. Also one thing, also the borosilicate has very great use in the laboratory. The borosilicate glasses, this can be used in the laboratories, in medical laboratories, because in medical laboratories or in scientific laboratories, we should need to remain the temperature, to constant temperature of the internal laboratory. So that's why we are using the borosilicate glasses. Also in various offices, these glasses can be used, that are the most important offices. Okay, These all are about the uses of boron trioxide. I hope it will be clear then. So please subscribe my channel. That make me feel happy. That make sure you are supporting me. Okay, thank you very much. Very best of luck, my student. Very best of luck.